Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Meditation Online, hosted by the Buddhist Studies Institute, founded by Pema Chödrön. During this season of practice, daily meditation will be live streamed daily to you through our YouTube channel and Facebook page. And you are welcome to join us any day and every day. We are so happy you are joining us today. We've got a little bit of Wolfgang, if you can mute. Okay. Today, we are joined with Michael. He is going to be our meditation instructor for today, and he will lead a calm abiding meditation for about 20 minutes. And then I will read one of the precepts in an effort to integrate ethics with our meditation practice. And then we will have some time. We will end the live stream, and then we'll have time for the members of BSI to chat if we want to and catch up a little bit. So, Michael, if you'd like to, I'll let you introduce yourself and then start the meditation.
Excellent. Thank you, Pam. I am Michael. I'll be your meditation instructor this afternoon for our calm abiding meditation. We practice a Jine meditation. It is from the Buddhist Studies Institute, that is, as it is taught by Pema Chödrön Rinpoche. We begin our practice typically by placing our hands together, our thumbs tucked inside our palms, hands to heart center, and you can join me in the refuge prayer if you like. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, the Yidam, and the Khandro. I take refuge in the channels, winds, centers, and their nature, the Bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Oh, mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are like the moon's illusory reflection in water. Beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle. In order that they may find comfort and ease in the luminosity and all-pervading space of the true nature of their minds, I generate the immeasurable joy, love, compassion, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. And we can bow. Okay, so most importantly, we want to establish a proper seat, the 7-point posture. If you're utilizing a chair this afternoon, just make sure that your feet are firmly supplanted and flat on the ground, and that your hips are most definitely slightly higher than your knees. And if you need to, you can also lay down for our practice today. If you're using a meditation cushion, sitting forward at the front of the cushion helps to keep your hips higher than your knees, most importantly. Once we have our seat, we can sit up straight, elongate our spine, as if our vertebrae are stacked one on top of another like coins. Our neck is in line with our spine. Our chin is tucked in ever so slightly. Our belly is also kept soft. Our abdominal muscles are relaxed. We can imagine a thread coming up from the crown of our heads, slightly holding us here in this posture. Our eyes They hold a soft gaze down across the bridge of the nose to a space about 2 feet or so in front of us on the ground or the table or your keyboard, wherever you are. And our jaw is relaxed, and our tongue is touching the roof of our mouth just behind our front teeth. And to begin to warm up with our practice today, we're going to do a couple equalization of the breath. This just means that we're going to breathe evenly in for a count of 5, and then exhale until we have extinguished our breath with another count of 5. Just an equal amount of counts on each side of the breath, and we'll do this about 3 times. So we inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll establish your own tempo now. And once we've done our third equalizing of the breath, our palms up on our thighs or palms down on our thighs. And we can also place them in the gesture of equanimity, the left hand inside and on top of the right palm, touching the thumbs or not, and that's your option to do so. Today, we'll practice the Om Ahung method of calm abiding meditation. The Om Ahung method, we recite an internal mantra. On our inhales, we will recite with an internal mantra, Om. And at the top of our breath, held ever so slightly for a moment, we will say with an internal mantra, Ah. And as we exhale with an internal mantra, silently to ourselves, we will recite the word Hum. Once again, on our inhales, Om. At the top of the breath, Ah. And as we exhale, Hum. And if at any time during our practice this afternoon you get a little distracted and thoughts come, and they definitely will, don't get frustrated. It's perfectly fine because you have a method that will greet you the minute that you say Om again. And if you lose yourself, you just come back to the method and you begin with Om, Ah, Hum. And I will also be reminding you at some point during the practice, maybe about halfway through, of the method in case maybe you've forgotten the method completely. It can happen. And or maybe we're just a little bit too distracted, and it'll help to bring you back to the practice. And so, just a reminder, we are practicing the Om Ahung method of internal mantra recitation in our calm abiding practice today. On our inhales, we recite Om. At the top of the breath, we recite Ah. And as we exhale, we will recite with an internal mantra Hum. And we will meditate like this for the next 19 minutes. Just a reminder that we are practicing the Om Hung method of internal mantra for our calm abiding practice. On our inhales, we are reciting Om at the top of the breath. We recite Ah, and as we exhale, we recite internally Hum. Okay, we can drop the Om Hung method and rest in free meditative state for a moment, just allowing ourselves to be present, noticing our bodies, noticing our minds, our thoughts, our senses, the space around us, allowing our awareness to become pervasive as we slowly lose our gaze and come back. We'll rest here. Take your time. And if you'd like to put your hands together at heart center, and we'll dedicate the practice. May all beings everywhere practice the Dharma. May all beings everywhere have peace. May the benefit for self and other be fully accomplished. And we bow. And I think there's enough time for Pam to read some precepts.
Thank you, Michael. That was wonderful. Okay, so for today, integrating again ethics with our practice of meditation, I will read the fourth precept, abandon false speech. I avoid taking refuge in the lie of dualism, ever advancing towards less manipulative, self-protective, and deceptive speech. I refrain from using my speech for rationalizing neurotic views and behavior. I refrain from all bigoted, sectarian, racist, sexist, judgmental, and arrogant speech that condemns others. I avoid harsh speech, gossip, and useless chatter. I develop increasing capacity for deep listening and authentic communication. I
It seems we have an interruption. If Pam comes back, I'll let her continue. But otherwise, I can continue.
Unsolicited advice. I recognize that silence or withholding can be a misuse of speech. I speak up to prevent others from being harmed by racism, sexism, abuse, and other forms of domination. And thank you so much. I apologize. My VPN line disconnected on me there, and that's why that was the little glip there. I also have included some links to Dakini Mountain and the Buddhist Studies Institute for those of you who may be interested in learning more about the Buddhist Studies Institute and Pema Chondro. She is a treasure to us. So I would, for those of you on Livestream, our friends on Livestream and Facebook page, please feel free to check us out a little bit. We're a wonderful group. And so I think that is all for our friends at Livestream and Facebook for today. So we will bid you adieu and hopefully see you again